We're going to take a look at calendar settings so that we can show you how you can change settings for individual calendars. So first I'm going to click on the settings icon and choose settings. And these are general settings for Google Calendar, like for instance, it has time zones and the formats for your dates and times and just how things show up on the calendar. But to change the settings for your specific calendars, you would find the calendar you want to change the settings for. So here's my main calendar. First of all, I can change the name of my calendar. And you'll notice in the calendar list, Google puts them automatically in alphabetical order. So if you do want to change the order of your calendars, you can kind of play with the names. You can put like a 1 in front of the name, 2, 3, 4, and that would order the calendars in the left-hand menu based on your preference. You also obviously can change your time zones. This is an important part right here, access permission for events. So this is where, if you search, if I go and I search for someone else's calendars, or I'm trying to schedule a meeting time and I pull up someone else's calendar, right now I have it set so that my calendar is only available for people within Fayetteville Manlius. If you're not an FM user, you would not be able to pull up my calendar. And also the events, you only are seeing as free or busy. It doesn't have any of the details of my events. There are people who do leave it as see all event details. If that's the case, when people search for your calendar, they'll be able to see all the details of every event on your calendar. So I think it's good to change this to only be showing whether you're busy or free. It's really, unless you want everything of yours to be available for everyone out there. But I like keeping it just, no one needs to see the details of every event on my calendar. They just need to know if I'm available or not. The other things down here I wanted to just mention is under notifications. So currently the default notification for Google Calendars is that 10 minutes before an event, you'll get a notification. If you have the calendar app installed on your phone, you'll see that notification pop up on your phone. Or if you're in Calendar, you'll actually get like a little pop-up on the screen. You can change the notifications to, instead of being like a pop-up like that, to receive an email notification. Or you can also change when the notification should come. Like 10 minutes is a little bit too early for me. It's better for me if like I only get notified about 3 minutes before the meeting, because otherwise by the time 10 minutes rolls around, maybe I forgot about the meeting already. So I'm going to change this so that 3 minutes before every meeting now, I'll get an email saying your meeting is starting. You can also add additional notifications. You can have more than one notification for your events. So if you need like 2 notifications, like 10 minutes before and 1 minute before, you can go ahead and add additional notifications. Some other things that are kind of interesting is one thing that you can turn on here under daily. Well, these are your settings for any, if someone adds a new event to your calendar that's not yours, you can decide whether you want to get notified or not. So for instance, someone schedules you and they invite you to an event that's now about to go on your calendar. Do you want to get notified of that? I do, so I like to get an email. Or if we have a scheduled event and someone changes the date or the time, I get an email notification. You can choose not to get notifications for these by turning them on or off right here. This daily agenda notification is kind of nice. If you turn this on, what it will do is every morning you'll get an email and it will send you what your calendar agenda looks like for the day. So I have that turned on so that I'll get that daily email with my agenda. And if you don't want it, you can go ahead and turn that off as well. Those are really the main settings that I think are important for you, but you'd be happy to, peruse through any of these settings and explore them a little bit more in detail. If you want to change the settings on a different calendar, you do have to change them for each one of your calendars. So this is like my personal calendar. If I wanted to change my settings here, I would need to go ahead and change them for each calendar in my list.